Hey folks, BlackCross here, and welcome back to Blood Will Tell, basically the final episode. So before we get on to finishing off the game, there's a few things we need to do. One of them is to basically find the sword that we need. And for those that are probably asking and wondering, how do I go about finding the sword that I'm talking about? Well, as it so happens, it's actually at the end of the level. And so, we're gonna rush through and try to find it, or get to it rather. Trying to rush to it isn't easy. Okay, there it is right there. Alright, so... there we go. Sword of the Eighth Cloud. A ceremonial getting tongue twist so badly today. A ceremonial sword whose tip is split into 7 blades, most effective with the slice attack. So, technically, and apparently it was a rare chance, I don't know how, but before this one, you could find another sword that was called Sword of the Fourth Cloud, or something like that. So far I hadn't found it. That is weird. Fiend Slayer, but as far as this looks like, it looks like it's not exactly the same as Eighth Cloud or anything like that. But yeah, there are swords that basically multiply the slash number. Even though the attack is low, it's not too awful bad, really, in all honesty. So, yeah. But at any rate, though, we are going to go ahead and find the last fiend of this area. Which isn't that far off, because technically we were in the room where we could split off to it. So we're just gonna run past all of this stuff and get there. Okay, so we're back over here. Now, we need to actually backtrack to where Dodoro came from, because there's actually another fiend conveniently close by to where Dodoro faced it. Dodoro! In all honesty, I'm kind of glad that I did forget about this fiend, because, yeah, we needed to grab the sword real quickly. But that's okay. There we go.
I'm done for.
There we go. See? Not too bad.
Let's go back to my father's castle.
Sure.
Don't know why we need to, but okay.
Hyaki, have you gotten all your body parts back?
No. Just one left.
That's great! Your quest is almost done!
Dororo, you have my last body part.
Huh? Hyaki, you're so mean. Don't tease me like that.
Saburota told me. He was created by the fiends themselves.
You're kidding, right? This is a joke, right?
Those were his last words. He spoke the truth.
Then what are you gonna do? You're not gonna kill me, are you?
How can you even say that? I will find a way to exorcise the fiend from your body. Somehow. I don't know how long it will take, but even if it takes my whole life, I will find a way. Don't worry, Dororo. I've slain 47 fiends so far. And compared to that, I'm sure figuring this out will be easy.
Hyaki.
I want you to wait here for me, Dororo. I want you to help my father and rebuild this country into a beautiful place. I will be back for you, Dororo.
Hyaki. I believe in you.
Dororo, goodbye. I'm sure you'll grow up to be a very fine woman someday.
Only a single fiend remained. However, that fiend would be the most difficult to defeat out of all the enemies he had encountered thus far. For the last fiend resided within Dororo. Would Hyakimaru be able to defeat the fiend without endangering the life of his own friend? However, Hyakimaru's mind was clear. There was only one thing he could do. With renewed determination, he set out once again on his journey. And once again, he was alone.
But alright, now we enter in the secret final chapter of this game. The 48th Fiend.
Hyaki.
Dororo, how have you been?
Good. How about you?
I've been worse.
Did you...
I found a way.
Really?
The spirits of fiends are somehow naturally drawn to my spirit. If I can get my spirit inside of you, I can then lure the fiend out of your body.
You can do that?
Yes, I can do it without causing you any physical harm. Perfecting that technique was harder than I thought. Sorry I took so long.
No, I just didn't think I'd see you so soon.
There is still just one problem left, Dororo.
Problem?
Even though I can lure out the fiend, I cannot sever its bond with you.
Which means...
Which means I'll be fighting the fiend while it's still a part of you. And if anything goes wrong, something bad could happen to you. You could die.
What?
Which is why I've decided I don't mind my arm staying like this.
No, Yucky. You made an oath to defeat all 48 of the fiends and get back your body. Don't you worry about me. I trust you, Yucky.
Dororo.
Come on. Give it your best shot.
I won't fail you.
What a fiend, right? Now, the thing is, this one's actually probably one of the hardest fiends that we'll be fighting. Oh gosh. Takes a lot of concentration to figure out how to beat him. I missed. Now comes the tricky part. Now you think that's over, but it's not. There's multiple phases to this fight. I know there's something that I gotta do. think I'm gonna have to do... In this case, I'm gonna have to switch it to Guardian Orbs. There we go. That's 2 phases down. I forget how many there are, but I want to say there's like 4. So yeah, we're just now getting halfway. Now the thing is, whenever I first fought this one, it was actually kind of difficult because I didn't know how to do any of this. So it's like, to know how to was going to be the tricky part. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, this is where it hurts the most. This is why you need all 3 of them, for that matter.
Sword arms have leveled up.
I think I know what to do with that one. Let's see. Okay, come on. Okay, here we go. We're already having to use our first life. Oh, come on now, that just sucks. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on, don't do this to me. Oh, there we go. That's what I want. That's what I want. Oh, come on. See what I mean? How this is tricky? But now he's only got 1 volt. That makes it a little bit easier to manage. I say a little, but... There we go. Alright. I think we're ready for the final part. Now before we do this, we have to switch it to this. You'll see why in a moment. Yeah, that's actually the hardest part. You can believe it. Damn it! I got greedy. I ain't gonna lie, that was my fault. Okay. Oh, crap. I screwed that one up. That was my bad. I had it, but then I should have flashed. There. There we go. Now then. Fuck! Wrong button. There. Now, let's try this again. 48. The final piece.
Khaki?
Dororo, look! It's my right arm! My real arm!
You did it, Hyaki.
Dororo, I couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you. Hyaki.
Whew, that was close. So, I know that last bit can be a little bit of a nuisance, and believe it, whenever I say this, it's hell of a boss. Gosh, it's one of those things where it's like, on the one hand, it's cool and awesome, but on the other hand, that final part is just annoying. It's hard to get the timing down right if you don't know what you're doing. But, with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. So, what do you think of Blood Would Tell? I still enjoy it. This was probably one of my favorite that I've discovered whenever I was looking into the PlayStation 2 library, and I'm so glad I discovered it. It's become one of my personal favorites, as I'm sure you've known from this channel. Favorite games, of course. Anyway, though, guys, next video, I'm probably going to be doing, I think I'll probably be doing Dark Souls. So, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, this is BlackCross signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.